Hello and welcome to this India Today special broadcast here from the World Government Summit at Dubai. I'm Siddharth Zarrabi. Monday was a great day for India-US relationship. A trade deal that has been hanging fire for several months has finally been agreed to. And while the fine print is being worked on, the markets reacted with cheer. The rupee celebrated in style, and it's clear that the restoration of the conversation around the trade deal has lifted sentiment all around. Let's take a look at this special report.
History was made overnight on 2nd February as India and the United States seal-linked a landmark trade agreement, sending a powerful signal to global markets. This is not just diplomacy. This was a game-changing economic breakthrough. Next day, there was a bumper opening on Dalal Street. The josh sky high, sentiment euphoric, and confidence flooding back into Indian markets. Indian stock markets surged on 3rd February with the BSE Sensex rising over 4,200 points and the Nifty 50 climbing 1,250 points during trade. Investors and traders both were relieved with easing tariff uncertainty. This was a boost in the investor confidence. Stock listed on the BSE added more than 20 lakh crore to market capitalization within minutes of the opening bell on 3rd February. Opening gains in indices on Tuesday were the largest ever in the history of Indian stock exchanges. The previous highest spike was in May last year and before that in June 2024. 3 days after the first confirmation by the two stalwart leaders, some clarity about the timeline of the deal emerged. The next big announcement is expected early next week.
बहुत ही सार्थक चर्चा चल रही है भारत और यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका के बीच। हमारी उम्मीद है कि अगले 4-5 दिन में हम एक जॉइंट स्टेटमेंट यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका और भारत के बीच में फाइनलाइज करके साइन कर देंगे।
The big outcome of the deal, reduction of US tariffs to 18% from the current 50%, will however take some time, probably by the end of March after a formal trade deal is signed between the two nations. Importantly, India and the US will continue negotiations for the larger trade deal under which India may get further duty concessions.
एक फॉर्मल एग्रीमेंट ड्राफ्ट हो रहा है जिसको शायद महीना भर 1.5 महीना लग सकता है, लेकिन 18% जो यूएस टैरिफ्स घटने हैं वो जॉइंट स्टेटमेंट अनाउंस होने के बाद एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑर्डर द्वारा यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका कर देगा। सरकार ने कई बार
The Commerce Minister has also clarified on the $500 billion investment figure, which has caused much political agony.
The target of $500 billion bilateral trade, which was set in the February 2025 announcement joint statement between USA and India. And if we have to achieve that, we will certainly need to do a lot more exports and a lot more sourcing.
Since the Monday social media declaration by the President of the United States, India has for the first time gone on record about its stance on oil imports, steering clear of US claims that the Modi government had agreed to reduce Russian oil inflows. The government had earlier made it clear that interests in sensitive domestic sectors, including agriculture and dairy, will not be compromised and that they have been safeguarded during negotiations. New Delhi confirmed that the phased approach allows India to secure immediate gains for exporters while continuing discussions on deeper market access in the future. Most industries across India are celebrating. From textiles to pharma, electronics to machinery. Export-heavy stocks led the rally as the trade deal unlocked fresh global demand visibility. biggest winners span key export-driven sectors, textile and garments. auto and auto ancillary, shrimp exporters, chemicals, solar equipment and consumer stocks as global demand confidence returns and trade flows strengthen.
We are at the top of the pyramid in the sense that we are going to be providing a large part of IT services to the global nation. In fact, I think most of the IT company stocks, I think, were underrated or not rated well, largely because of the fact that if American companies are not spending enough money, I think where would be the technology traveling to? Today, I think that cloud is over.
The momentum has also spilled into the currency markets. The rupee strengthened against the dollar, reflecting rising confidence, stronger capital flow expectations, and improving global sentiment after the India-US trade deal. This trade deal is also expected to revive foreign investor confidence and reverse the massive fund outflows which have plagued stock markets for the past year.
One of the reasons why the FPIs have been holding back for all entire 2025 was largely due to the trade uncertainties, because it's not only the tariffs which matter, but also the signals that it gives, saying that India and US were kind of going apart. Now this deal decisively puts both the countries together.
It was a historic morning for Indian markets on Tuesday, 3rd February, since the tumultuous tariff regime announcement in April 2025. It marked a structural shift and opened a new chapter in India-US economic ties. Bureau Report, India Today.
Business and politics go hand in hand. And the politics around the trade deal and President Trump's announcement have taken center stage in the ongoing budget session of Parliament. The opposition criticizing the government and the leader of opposition making scathing remarks against Prime Minister Modi. On its part, the government has spoken up, given details, and also made a statement in the House.
The India-US trade deal is causing massive political fireworks. Congress took a swipe at Prime Minister Modi, calling it a case of dost dost na raha, poking fun at Modi's friendship with Donald Trump. Congress said that the deal helps American farmers at the expense of Indian farmers and flagged India's agreement to stop importing oil from Russia.
हकीकत यह है कि दोस्त दोस्त न रहा। नमस्ते ट्रंप जीते, हाउडी मोदी हारे। जो संयुक्त वक्तव्य आया है कल रात को और आज सुबह भारतीय समय के अनुसार, इसमें ज़्यादा विस्तृत डिटेल्स नहीं दिए गए हैं, पर जो कुछ जानकारी दी गई है उससे स्पष्ट हो जाता है रूस से हम तेल नहीं खरीदेंगे, ये बिल्कुल साफ है। और अगर हम खरीदेंगे डायरेक्टली या इनडायरेक्टली, प्रत्यक्ष रूप से या अप्रत्यक्ष रूप से, हम पर जुर्माना लगाया जाएगा 25% का। हमारे ख्याल में ये बिल्कुल साफ हो गया है कि ये ट्रेड डील अमेरिका के हित में है।
The Congress wants a full debate in Parliament, questioning whether India has effectively opened its industrial and agricultural sectors to the United States. They claim the deal could triple US imports, raise duties on Indian exports, and wipe out India's trade surplus. In short, Congress says Trump has scored over Modi. And it's not just the Congress. Aam Aadmi Party has also slammed the government over the deal.
अमेरिका और भारत की वित्त मंत्री का जॉइंट स्टेटमेंट आ गया, तो उसमें क्या लिखा हुआ है? उसमें यही लिखा हुआ है कि किसानों के हितों को इन्होंने नीलाम कर दिया। कृषि का क्षेत्र, कृषि का बाजार अमेरिका के लिए खोल दिया। कितने पे? 0 टैक्स पे, और हमारे सामानों पे वो 18% टैक्स लेंगे।
इन वार्ताओं के दौरान
The government, however, hailed the deal. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal hit back hard at the opposition, saying that farmers' interests are fully protected.
जो भारत के किसानों के विरोधी है, भारत के किसानों की चिंता नहीं करते हैं, भारत को गुमराह करने की कोशिश करते हैं, ऐसे कुछ लोगों को आज ये देख के हैरानी हो रही है कि कैसे भारत और यूएस के इस एग्रीमेंट के द्वारा कई सारे किसानी क्षेत्र के सामान पर शून्य कोई लाभ भारत में इंपोर्ट करते हुए दिया गया है, कोई लाभ नहीं दिया गया, कोई रियायत नहीं दी गई है। हमने कोई ऐसा काम नहीं किया है जिसमें किसी भी किसान को नुकसान हो सके।
Earlier, Prime Minister Modi had stressed that safeguarding farmers' interest is the government's top concern.
हमारे लिए अपने किसानों का हित सर्वोच्च प्राथमिकता है। भारत अपने किसानों के, पशुपालकों के और मछुआरे भाई बहनों के हितों के साथ कभी भी समझौता नहीं करेगा। और मैं जानता हूं व्यक्तिगत रूप से मुझे बहुत बड़ी कीमत चुकानी पड़ेगी, लेकिन मैं इसके लिए तैयार हूं। मेरे देश के किसानों के लिए, मेरे देश के मछुआरों के लिए, मेरे देश के पशुपालकों के लिए आज भारत तैयार है।
So the battle lines are drawn. Opposition smells a concession while the government insists farmers come first. Bureau Report, India Today.
Ahead of the announcement of the India-US trade deal, US Ambassador to India Sergio Gore spoke exclusively with India Today to talk about that telephonic conversation. Remember, President Trump had shared that iconic cover of India Today magazine of the newsmakers of 2025 with Prime Minister Modi and President Trump himself on the cover. That iconic image representing the coming together of India and US and resolving their trade disputes.
Just before US President Donald Trump announced the confirmation of the mega trade deal with India, he took to his Truth Social account to feature an India Today magazine cover. The magazine cover on the India-US trade deal was aptly titled The Mover and the Shaker, with images of Prime Minister Modi and President Trump. And it's caught the attention of the world. What a moment for India.
Obviously, I was delighted that he's noticed India Today and posted it at a time when the trade deal was just before to be announced as a signal. So it kind of, it was the 50th anniversary of India Today, and it's a great honor that he's done this. And we've always believed that good content gets noticed, and that's what we've done.
But what is the story behind this magazine cover, and how did the US president take note of it? India Today magazine's group editorial director Raj Chengappa revealed how the magazine reached the highest political office in America and why its message mattered at a crucial geopolitical moment.
We had decided to put both Donald Trump and Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the cover of India Today as the newsmaker for 2025. They dominated the news as we knew it. And so I had the privilege of writing this particular cover story and researching it. As we stand in 2026, both of them are looking for legacy. That was what was very interesting to me. Both above 70 years. Mr. Modi in his third term, Trump in his second term, both looking to see what they could leave behind. He's already made a tremendous amount of changes across the world, disrupted it globally. Mr. Modi has been steady, he's been resilient, and we've seen how he's guided India through these very troubled times and come out the winner, as we've seen in our recent MOTN polls, and the fact that he's won his third successive victory, which is a great credit to him. So the juxtaposition of this, very happy to see that the President of the United States has seen this cover and has actually tweeted it.
US Ambassador to India Sergio Gore also revealed how US President Trump took note of India Today's magazine cover.
But my
one thing I'll share with the viewers that I think I told you, Raj, I ran into Raj at the Republic Day reception that Her Excellency the President hosted. And I ran into Raj and I told him, you know, I went to a meeting and I saw the most incredible cover. And I took a picture and I sent it to the President. little did I know that he would be posting it online. I would have gotten a better picture of it, not as crumpled. And I appreciated you sent me some brand new copies recently of it. So those are actually in the mail to the White House.
India Today Group's editor-in-chief Arun Purie also broke down how the cover, titled The Mover and the Shaker, was chosen.
The Newsmaker of the Year is normally, it's an annual event, and we normally put one person on it. But there was a debate in it that there were two people who were shaking up the world order, the country itself. So President Trump and Prime Minister Modi were considered to be the newsmakers. We thought either one or the other. Then we said, well, they're pretty intertwined with each other. And that's how we decided to put them together. We called one the Mover, which is Prime Minister Modi, because of the Reform Express which he had and the kind of year which he's done, changing India. And President Trump, of course, changing the world order and also having something to do with India in terms of the trade deal, the buying of Russian oil. So all these are quite intertwined with each other.
A moment in history for India, and India Today etched in it. Another signal of the magazine's influence in shaping the global conversation. Bureau Report, India Today.
The fine print of that deal is still being worked on, and in the days and weeks ahead, as that deal and the papers are put together for that historic agreement between the United States and India, we'll keep coming back with all the credible information around that deal, the specifics, and how and when it will finally get done. That's all the time we have on this special broadcast. It's time for a short break. Do stay tuned in. We'll keep coming back with more only on India Today.